Hey YouTube.
Hey YouTube. Two of the back tables.
So you forgot like what we.
We're gonna crop it.
So what's going on?
Wait, start again for this time.
That's what I already said. And today we are going to be talking about our experience on getting the Love Your Spell.
Hey YouTube! I'm April.
I'm Daisy.
I'm Cece.
And we are
Here to talk to you today about our story time of how we got the BTS ticket. So we have never been so obsessed with a group like we are with BTS. So this is our first time really doing all this hardcore stuff for any famous group. So
It was on a Tuesday, and I had all of my social media accounts getting blown up with the new announcement of the BTS Love Yourself, Speak Yourself World Tour that's kicking off in LA. And so as soon as I find out, I'm hysterical. I'm crying, and I'm texting my sisters. And I'm like, yo, BTS is coming back. That day, that same day we got, after work, we got together and we started planning. I think first off, just shout out to everyone who's made a video on how to get these tickets, because it really helped us big time. So everything that you guys had to say, we jotted down, and we
took notes
on
make sure we
every single thing that you said. So it really did help. So thank you. We all made library cards to our public library, and there were 7 of us. So 4 of us are going, and we were trying to get 4 tickets to the concert at Rose Bowl. Our 3 brothers, my mom and her coworker, and my boss got involved, and my neighbors got involved, and they were lending us electronics that we needed. And so just that whole process, it was so much easier because we had so much people helping us. So thank you to everyone who
Yes.
had a hand in helping us.
thank you.
And so I made the mistake of thinking that they were going to go live with selling the tickets at 10, but it was actually at 11. So I had everyone up by 7. We were ready by 7:30. We were out of the house, and we were there at the library by 8. But tell me why the library doesn't even open until 9 o'clock. So we literally stood out there like Black Friday shoppers the night before Black Friday, just standing there waiting with our backpacks, our laptops, electronics, and our chargers all ready to get in. And the security guard was looking at us at 8:59, I'm not gonna let you in a minute earlier. And so right when it hit 9 o'clock, they opened the doors. We all ran in like those Black Friday shoppers that were trying to get that big screen TV. And tell me why nobody else was running in as fast as we were just to get to the computer lab. So as soon as we got there, we took up the last 2 rows.
Last 2 tables of the computers. And well, at first we all logged into our computers, but then at the library you have a limited amount of time on the computer, so we logged back off, and we kind of waited until it was close to the time, and then we finally logged ourselves in, and then we got into Ticketmaster and Live Nation. Those were our 2 that we tried for, but Live Nation wasn't really doing us any good, so we went to Ticketmaster. And that's when we were all on our phones, our laptop that we had, our computer screens. We were all on it, and it was counting down. When you get on the thing, there's a pre-queue that you have to get into for the waiting. And before you actually get into the pre-queue, you have to do a lot of stuff beforehand. You have to confirm that you're not a robot and that you know all these things.
So please make sure
you know what those are, because
apparently I was a robot for 2 hours.
Yeah. And when you're finally in the pre-queue, it'll make you wait until your walking man gets to the end, and then it'll tell you how many people are in front of you, and then it'll finally let you start purchasing your tickets. When you actually get into the thing to start ordering your tickets, don't be picky. Just get whatever, because these tickets went by so fast. When we finally got in, we tried to choose 2, and since there was 4 of us trying to get tickets, we did them in 2s. So we only shop for 2 at a time. And just trying to pick 2 from any section, like it was just random picking. And every single one that we did, it always had an error. So just choose whichever one you see first.
So our first 2 tickets that we bought, who bought it again?
Peter,
one of my brothers. He actually got it. So he's not even a fan of K-pop or BTS for that matter, but he was able. He was the last one to jump in, right?
He was the last
one to join the pre-queue, but like he was the first one to get like
tickets before all of us.
And it was on his phone.
Yeah. So make sure you have your phone and your computer. Like, only refresh your computer though, huh? Is it computer or your phone?
It was our phone that we refreshed.
Yeah, refresh your phone. Or don't. It doesn't matter. But, I don't know how to explain this.
Okay.
You do it.
When Peter got Peter's walking man got to like the very front end. When it's getting closer to the time for you to pick, it'll say like 7 people are in front of you or 2 people are in front of you. So we were all like anxious. We were all like crowding around his phone, and then I immediately take his phone, and it says 1 person is in front of you. And so as soon as it took me to the next screen to where I could pick the seats. It shows us the map and the different sections. So I was not picky of where we were getting seats. So the first section I saw, I picked, and then the first seats I saw, I picked, and so that was only within 10 minutes of the tickets going live, like on sale. So that was really fast, and so we were able to get those 2 tickets, and I think not even a half hour later, our other brother Andrew, he had his walking man at the very front, and it said, no, 3 people are in front of you. So I hopped on his computer, and it took us to the next screen. But just within 30 minutes, it was so much more difficult than getting the first 2 tickets, because his screen, every time I would press a section, it would say, oh, these tickets are already bought, or these tickets are already sold out, this section is sold out. So every section that I picked, it literally would say like it was already sold out. And I was starting to lose hope. We were all like starting to get anxious, more and more anxious, until it gave us this tab that said recommended seats. So I clicked on that tab, and it took us straight to the section that was best, that best fit us. So I just grabbed those tickets, and we were able to get the last 2 tickets. And so
that's how we got our 4 tickets. Yeah, 4 tickets. And I think the thing to really watch out for is after you purchase your tickets, you will get your confirmation codes through email or wherever you...
Through Ticketmaster. I think if you buy it off of Ticketmaster.
You have to be patient with that, because we got one like right after we purchased it, and then we got the other one 2 days later because the site crashed. And yeah, just try to not panic, because we were panicking when we didn't get the last 2, and that was kind of scary because we had a feeling that like 2 people might not be able to go, and then we had to figure out who the other 2 was gonna go.
We already knew who the 2 that wasn't gonna go, so
yeah. But this is just that's a short story time of how we were able to get these tickets. But just, we really want to advise all the Army for purchasing future tickets. Like, advice or tip number 1 is to have as many people and devices involved, and have a variety of devices. Like, don't just stick to phones, don't just stick to computers or tablets. Have a variety of different things, because we were able to get the first 2 tickets on a phone and the last 2 tickets on a computer.
Rule number 2, have a backup for your backup for your backup for your backup.
For your backup.
So what we did was we had 3 cards, and we had one main one, and then we just had two with other funds on it, that just in case hers didn't work, we would still have the other two to fall back on, just so that we didn't all rely on just one card.
Okay, third is it's better to be early than to be on time. We got there 3 hours early, which is good because we had time to set up everything and make sure everything was prepared.
Fourth is be patient. It is very important to be patient. Buying the tickets is like super time consuming. Preparing for it is time consuming. And then waiting to get the confirmation code is also stressful. So just throughout this whole thing, try not to worry so much. Kind of just be in the moment, because when you stress a lot, you're kind of not thinking right, and then you may mess up somehow, and it just will affect the whole thing.
Last but not least, sorry, I lost my voice. Do not, by any means, no matter what you hear from anyone, buy tickets earlier than what Big Hit says or what Ticketmaster says. Ticketmaster is probably your best bet, because Live Nation and all the third-party places I did not want to trust, because I knew that the seats weren't guaranteed. So if Big Hit doesn't say that it's on sale yet, then do not don't buy them anywhere, because you will get scammed and you will not be able to get that money back. And it's sad to say, but there's a lot of people that bought tickets thinking that they bought tickets early, but they were actually unpromising tickets. So those third-party sellers had to literally hustle to get those tickets to give it to the person that bought it to them early. So please, no matter what, do not buy your tickets too early. This is just our video. Hopefully you took something from it, and if you have any questions at all regarding how our journey or our experience, please comment down below. And we're so excited to see you guys, whoever is going out to
LA,
Pasadena. Yes.
If you see us, come say hi.
Take pictures so we can vibe with all of y'all.
Friends.
Yes.
So we look forward to seeing you guys there.
And vibing.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's our video for today, and just tune in for our next video. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.